Hello and welcome back to the Tea and Soju podcast. I'm your host, Liliana, and today we are doing a bonus episode because I finished up a drama and I enjoyed it so much that I wanted to do a little mini review. So that's what we're doing. We're getting a little extra content. I hope you guys enjoy it. So, what drama is this that made me want to do a bonus episode? It is the Thai drama Ready, Set, Love. Now, this is a drama that I had heard people talk about. I think actually it was Becky that mentioned it to me a good few weeks ago. And I was like, this drama just kind of sounds bonkers, and I'm not really sure if it's going to be, something that I want to check out. But then it came out on Netflix. It is a Netflix production, and all of a sudden I was hearing really good commentary from it, and I was like, well, it's 6 episodes, I might as well go in and check it out. So I did. I ended up loving it so much more than I thought I would, and that's why we're here doing a mini review for it. Now, the MDL description reads, in a parallel universe, female newborns vastly outnumber their male counterparts. Due to an inexplicable pandemic, as men become rarer, they're hailed as national treasures, and women must win their affections in a government-sponsored competition called Ready, Set, Love. When Day is unexpectedly accepted into the competition, she meets the most popular guy, Sun. Their beginning love and the world they know it are threatened when they uncover a conspiracy operating beneath the surface. Now, that's the plot. Basically, it's kind of like in this not apocalyptic, but in this like world where not a lot of men are born and a lot of women are born. So that means that men are obviously like treasured and whatnot. And to me, as soon as I heard that, I thought, I don't think that's going to sit well with me. But actually, the commentary that they do on it is really, really good. So I kind of enjoyed that aspect of the drama. Now, this drama stars, and guys, I'm not even gonna try their whole names because I know I'm gonna butcher them, but the main roles, so I'm just gonna say their first names. Their main roles are Blue, who plays Sun, Belle, who plays Day, Lily, who plays Chanel, and Man, who plays Almond. Now, these are, the 4, but there are a lot more characters in it, and this is directed by Yan Yong, and he's directed things such as Alone in Outing, Me Always You, Mother Gamer. I haven't really watched anything from there. There is also a female director called May, and this is the only thing on her list. The screenwriter is Rangasima, and they have directed Catch Me Baby from Zero to Hero, so a couple of things. So there is also another screenwriter called T, and they have done Apple and My Boss is a Serial Killer. So a couple of things there as well. So, 2 directors, 2 screenwriters. It's 6 episodes of about 68 minutes each, and it dropped on February 15th, and it dropped all the episodes in one go on, like I said, on Netflix. Now, basically, my drama list classes this as thriller, mystery, comedy, romance. I'm not sure about the thriller aspect because I don't know if I really see it as a thriller. But basically, this is going to be non-spoiler. I'm not going to spoil too much, or it's going to be very spoiler light. I ended up rating this overall a 4 teacup, probably. 4 teacups, I would say, because I really, really enjoyed it, and I would actually recommend this to a wider audience. And I would happily watch another 6 episodes. So basically we kind of meet our female lead Day, and she basically her sister actually ends up entering her for the competition to go, for the Ready Set Love competition, where she might meet one of, or she might be able to marry into what they call the farm, which is basically where all the families kind of live. And basically, it's a really weird name. I wish they hadn't named it the farm, but I feel like that's also kind of like a commentary on, it is basically what they're doing. So you go into this competition, and it's almost something akin to like Bachelor, where people compete and they go for dates and they have games that win them dates with these men and whatnot. I do enjoy the fact that, or in this scenario, the men also have to participate in the challenges. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And so, yeah, that is basically it. And then we figure out that obviously Sun and Day kind of have like a childhood connection. There is something there. There is something like darker in his past as well that I'm not going to get into. But yeah, so their romance actually develops really, really nicely, because obviously you have all of these challenges and all of these things, and they slowly start to figure out there's a conspiracy behind, and there's lots of things happening behind the scenes, and they start to kind of like want to rebel against the system. Now, I kind of said this feels like it's akin to something like the Hunger Games, but with less killing, because obviously these women just get thrown out of the competition, they don't get killed. At least that we know of. At least that we know of. But there is like a commentary along the whole storyline where basically the game is kind of rigged, and it's basically about the people that are in power, and they're the ones that are going to get the choice of husband and whatnot. So I adored that commentary. I really, really did. I adored that our female lead comes from so basically all the other contestants, or most of the contestants, come from very, very privileged families, and they kind of like pay, or just automatically get a ticket to go to this Ready Set Love game. Whereas then, to appease the more commoner women, they basically do a raffle. And our female lead kind of doesn't really want to go into the game. It doesn't really cross her mind. She's focused on raising her sister, who is sick. But her sister is obsessed with Ready, Set, Love and the gentleman. They call them the gentleman, and it's 5 guys. And basically, her sister kind of like the female lead sister, so Day's sister, kind of wins an entrance, and she enters her sister. So that's how Day kind of like comes to this. And at the beginning, she doesn't really want to fight. She doesn't want to be there. But then she realizes her sister is getting sicker and sicker, and she kind of can't afford the treatment. So she figures, if I win this and if I get to marry one of these gentlemen, it means that then my sister will be able to get the best quality of care. So that's why she's doing it. And I feel like it's a really noble reason for her to be there, which kind of like, and she's so endearing as a character. Like, she's funny, but she's lovable as well, but she takes no crap from nobody, and I really adore this female lead. I think she's so cool. The male lead is kind of hilarious because none of them, they kind of like get everything sort of catered to them in a sense. So but that might also make you think, oh, they're going to be weak or whatever. Not at all. They are, they know what they want and that sort of thing. So I ended up really, really, really enjoying all the characters, actually. And I love the fact that even characters that you don't think are gonna be big characters, or characters that you think are gonna be mean, they actually flip around. Now, I enjoyed it, how fast paced the story was. It starts off very funny, very light, but then once you start digging a little bit deeper under the surface, there's a lot more to it. It is 6 episodes, but it's so easily binged. Like I really, really loved it. I binged it so fast. I think I did it in one sitting. I was like, I'm gonna press play, just try it out. And then before I knew it, I was at episode 6 at the end and didn't even realize. So I adore that. I adore the fact that it's a Thai drama kind of gaining a little bit more popularity. So I'm really, really happy for that aspect of it. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. It's one of those episodes one of those dramas where, like I said, I had very, very low expectations going in. And that might have helped and worked in the show's favor because I ended up really, really, really enjoying it. I will say the drama itself kind of like finishes like good, but there is like a post-credit scenes that kind of like leaves it open to a second season. And for me personally, I would thrive and be so happy if they did a second season. I think there is absolutely story there for another 6 episodes at least. And I think if they were to do a second season, I think like the story would be even better because now we're out of the game and we're dealing with like the rebellion and everything outside of the game. And I really, really enjoy that. I would love to see the other side of the coin that we only heard bits and bobs, thrown into into these initial 6 episodes. So yeah, that is it. That is my little mini review on Already Set Love that I really wanted to share with you guys because I wanted to like give it a bit more hype and talk about it a bit more so that people who are even wanting to consider watching this, I would absolutely do so. I would click play. There's a lot more to the story. So yeah, that's it, guys. So if you enjoy this type of mini review, this is what I do over on Patreon. But like I said, it's a Thai drama and I really wanted to open it up and share it with more people. That's why I'm doing it as a special mini episode for the main podcast. So that is it. If you like this type of stuff, you can head over to Patreon and check out, what I do over there. This is the kind of thing that I would post over on Patreon, like a little mini reviews for dramas that don't make it onto the main podcast. So that is it, guys. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, I'm going to leave a little question. So if you've watched this, let me know what you've thought. And that is it. I shall catch you on the next one. Bye.